biggest one I've made so far, and she's my mermaid. And she's a freeform mold that I had made. And I laid the resin down in stages. So you can watch the rest of the video. I made her hair so it was like floating in the water, but I think I could do a little bit better on the next mold. This was just my first try, my first idea of trying. These are imitation rhinestones on the face with a little drop of clear nail polish on top of them once they were dried. A little plastic gem in the belly button. Those are dyed shells for the bathing suit and the top of the tail. So I used the Stone Coat art resin, and they had sent me a ½ gallon of that when I named the Mystic Moss metallic color, which is that on top of the ocean blue, is also from Stone Coat Countertops. And you can order a ½ gallon of the art resin and get 2 free metallics if you use the code FREEDOM, FREEDOM, and that will give you 2 packets of the metallic colors that they have, and those will be free with the order. You have to order the $80, get the 2 metallics and the ½ gallon into your cart, that it adds up to $80, then enter the code FREEDOM, FREEDOM, and that'll take $30 off of your order. Alright, so, let's see if you can see this with the glare. I've got a mermaid lady drawn out, and a sun, and I have another moon. So this is a sheet of 3-ply plastic that's on top of another 3-ply plastic where I have my decorations under. So I don't know how this is going to come out. I don't know. I have no clue about it working at all. So the first one I'm going to work on is the sun, because it's the furthest away, so I don't have to lean over it. And we'll do a little bit of this. And the nice part about this is, if I don't like how it is, I just peel it off and fix that part. But I'm going to hope for the best. Alright, now I have a hard time doing straight lines, even lines, so we'll see how this goes. See, I'm not steady, I have to stop. think that's pretty good. Now, if you can get it all in one swift movement, you're doing pretty damn good. Problem is, I can't see all the time. The lines that I draw, and then my hand gets in the way. I don't know if it's because I'm left-handed. Alright. That's layer one. And as you hold this, the caulking, caulking gets thinner because it heats up in your hand. So it really starts to flow. Oh, damn it. Alright. I get nervous doing this. I don't like making mistakes and wasting things. Oh, those lines look pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, I did the outline. So we'll have to see how the mermaid comes out and see what else I may or may not need to do to that silicone mold I just made. Definitely have to do another layer. Time to dry. Alright, just 2 layers on that one. 3 layers on the mermaid. 2 layers on the sun. We'll have to see how it goes. Alright, I'm going to mix up some mermaid tail color. And I put a little tape across the top where the waist would be. And that's where we're going to start. Alright, so I mixed up stonecoatcountertops ocean blue. To the mermaid tail. I'm adding mermaid scales. Just going to put them in one first because I don't know how much area is going to take. Alright, excuse the TV in the background. This is the hard part, trying to hold the camera and pour it. Okay, so now we have to mix up the other one with some mermaid scale glitter. Alright, it's the second cup. I don't know if I could do this part with one hand. But I'm not faced in a drought. Okay. I'm going to scrape out the cup. I still have to torch it a little and mix those in more. Alright, I added some of the mystic moss for detailing. And the scales on the mermaid tail. That's stage 1. And we used the ocean blue on the tail and the mystic moss from Stonecoatcountertops. Alright, it's been 3 hours since this has been setting, and I peeled the masking tape off, that I built a little dam here, and I decided to put caulking along the inside edge of the hair down to over the shoulder. Did it on both sides, and I'm going to do the hair next. And once the hair is all set, and I'm going to wait till it dries, then I'm going to break off the bead of the silicone here and remove that, and then I'm going to put the body color in. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, I want to do a little work on the sun that I put down. So I put some folk art neon yellow and put some of my iridescent gold rush mica pearlescent pigment 3305 in that little cup, and I'm going to add some of the additive to it to thicken it. And I just want it to stay, I just want the petals to stay where I put them, the flames of the moon. So just wanted to show you that. Alright, I'll show you a little bit of this. Put the thickener in there. And I'm just taking it to the tip of the flame. Just trying to get a little bit in there. Obviously it's going to settle, but I just don't want it running all into where I want the orange. the camera ran out of room, so I put the orange in the center, let it bleed out, and then I made little striations on the edges to mix it back and forth a little bit. And then I took my iridescent gold mica 3305, and I had it on the end of a popsicle stick, and I just went in and then dragged it to the outer edge. And this little guy, I got that much done on. And we got the tail done on the mermaid, and we're working on the top half. That one looks super pretty. I love these colors. Alright, so that's where we're at. Look at the beautiful sun. Oh, it's my sunny geode. Just kick ass. And it's a rainy day, so I can't take it outside. We're going to do the hair. And then once the hair is dried, I'll remove this line, and then we'll fill in the center. Here we go. Alright, I'm going to use a little Bombay red. That's India ink by Dr. Martens. And I'm going to put a little bit of magenta in with it. See if you can see that. The reason I'm using those is because I'm going to put glitter in this. And this is the mermaid's hair. And I want it glittery. It's getting red glitter. Okay, so I may have to do 2 of these. That's a lot of hair I got going on there. So I think I'm going to take a plain cup, pour half of that in. Okay. It's pretty transparent. Give another drop in each. Okay. This is going to be the mermaid's hair then. Okay, let's hope the camera doesn't run out. The only problem I'm having with this whole thing is that my table's a little bit crooked. And I have no other surface to do this on. I had it on my other desk out there where I made it, and that is way too crooked. So what I did last night was put a little something under the edge there to try to push things the other direction. So I just hope that that's going to work this time. Try to get it back down there. A little bit of cardboard. So this hair will be a little bit thinner on this side, but I can't have it running on the floor and wasting all my good resin. So if when I get done it's too transparent, I'll just paint on the back of it, a little bit of red on the back of it if I need to for some reason. But we're getting there. So we'll see how this works out. Wish me luck. Well, about halfway done. Bikini top. Next stage will be the body part. Alright, so the top is done. So I sliced the edges with the razor knife to give it a nice clean cut. And I'm going to remove that. If I can. I'm going to have to work on getting that out of there because that's not part of my design. So I'll remove these two pieces and I'll have to glue this back down. And now I'm going to mix flesh resin color and fill in this spot and the arms and the head area. Alright, so I had to create a flesh tone. So I've done it twice in the same little tiny piece of a cup, but I think I need a little bit more because I don't want to run out when I'm filling in the body. So I just thought I'd show you real quick before I mix that in. That's a yellow, red, brown, white, and some pearl pink. And then I'm going to mix up the resin and fill in the body part. Alright, so the resin turned this color into a darker color. It's actually showing up lighter here, but it's too dark. So then I had to pour a little bit of that in, add some white, and then add my sparkle pink to it, and now I think that's a more acceptable color going to be for the mermaid flesh. Just, I don't know if you could tell, it is darker than the other color there. Anyway, that's what we're working with. Alright, so I guess I'll film me pouring some of this in. I still got my boards underneath from it being unlevel, so I need to pull them out until I see what happens with this. Oh. I got too much going on at once here, but that's just my world. Cup. Emptying out into that cup. Okay, let's finish this. Which I could see that it's starting to drip down. So I'll probably have to put those back in. And give this other color a stir. I tried to keep them the same. And this is all that I have after I scrape these cups out. So I hope it's enough. Oops. And I hope I don't start overflowing, because it's certain to come down. So I'm going to stop and put my papers underneath to keep it from overflowing. Alright, guess what? I didn't do the belly area. Okay, let me grab the other color I got left. Okay, so the second batch came out a little lighter than the first batch. What? There's nothing I can do about that right now. Alright, so it's not perfect. Live and learn. Next time I have to do the flesh on my mermaid, I'll know to mix a bigger cup of all one color instead of having to do 2 batches. And I have to remove the marker, Sharpie marker, on the plastic before I pour my resin on, because that's going to be showing through. But I'm not sure if I'm going to draw eyelashes on or glue eyelashes on, but I will fix that up, because that's what we do when we screw up our artwork, right? We fix it. So that's what we have so far, and I'll keep you up to date. I put a little gem in the belly button, and I had a little run over down here I had to scrape off, and I'll have to fix that up a little bit. But I came up with an idea for the eyes. I have these left over from painting with diamonds. So I'm using the little tool, and I'm putting it over where the marker was shining through. And we'll see how that goes. Alright, that's what we got so far. Guess some of it had to come out. One of a kind mermaid. Resin mermaid. Thank you, everyone. Have a great time working with your resin, and get over to stonecoatcountertops.com. Use your discount code FREEDOM, FREEDOM, and go get your discount. Have a good one. Ciao.